Hi, firstly congratulations on selecting BX 2001, New Money and Life. This subject will equip you with some important life knowledge and skills about money, investments, superannuation, insurance and consumer dispute mechanisms. Today, I would like to walk you through Bill and Mary's story to demonstrate how several modules in this course can help you to positively contribute to your money and life. Bill and Mary are a couple aged in their late 30s and have two children, Jack and Jill. Importantly, Bill and Mary understand the importance of obtaining financial advice from a qualified financial advisor. During their first meeting with the financial advisor provided them with a financial services guide. The financial services guide sets out information about the provider of the financial advice, what they're authorised to do, their contact details, information about their professional indemnity insurance arrangements, and also other information about the company's internal dispute resolution scheme. Initially, Bill and Mary were asked to provide an overview of their financial goals and objectives. The financial advisor said it was really important that they provide SMART goals. That is, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and time-bound goals. In response to the financial advisor's questions, Bill and Mary stated that they had the following financial goals: to save $150,000 in 5 years for their children's private education, to build their superannuation to $1 million by the time they reach retirement at age 65, and to ensure that they've got adequate protection for life insurance, total and permanent disablement cover, trauma insurance and income protection. In addition to collecting their financial objectives, the financial advisor obtained their personal and financial circumstances. It's an important obligation to know. It's important that the financial advisor fully understands the client's financial position before he provides advice. During their second visit, the financial advisor provided Bill and Mary with financial advice in a document known as a Statement of Advice. The Statement of Advice contains a detailed account of the financial advice and also the basis for which the advice was provided. Bill and Mary were advised to do the following things. Firstly, to save for their children's education, the financial advisor suggested that Bill and Mary place an initial lump sum of $100,000 from a savings account into a balanced investment fund for the next 5 years. The financial advisor also recommended that they borrow $50,000, as this would help magnify their investments at a quicker rate if markets were increasing. However, it wasn't communicated that should investment markets decline, there could be the chance of a greater loss. Further, the financial advisor recommended that Bill and Mary make regular contributions of $200 per week to meet their investment management goal. To meet Bill and Mary's retirement objective of retiring on $1 million at age 65, the financial advisor recommended that they each salary sacrifice $100 per week until age 65. The financial advisor recommended that they take out aggressive investment funds as they had a longer time frame to invest. Finally, to ensure that Bill and Mary were adequately protected, the financial advisor recommended that they take out life insurance, total and permanent disablement cover, income protection and trauma cover as well. In making these recommendations, the financial advisor took into consideration Bill and Mary's debts, their children's education needs, babysitting costs, and also the need to leave a lump sum to their children for the future. The financial advisor also recommended that they obtain ongoing financial advice to ensure that the advice remains suitable. After presenting the Statement of Advice, the advisor provided the clients, Bill and Mary, with a product disclosure statement. The product disclosure statement sets out the key features and risks about the product. It's a legislative requirement that the financial advisor provide a product disclosure statement to Bill and Mary. For the first 18 months, the financial advice appeared to be working, and Bill and Mary felt as if their financial advice was helping them meet their financial freedom goals. However, markets started to spiral downwards, and their investments started to decline. This greatly concerned Bill and Mary, and they sought to speak to their financial advisor. Unfortunately, the financial advisor failed to answer any of the calls and return any calls as well. This concerned Bill and Mary even further. At this stage, they wanted to make a complaint. However, they found that the financial advisor had no operational internal dispute resolution process. At the same time, the client began receiving strange emails from the financial advisor requesting that they make payments by clicking a link. Mary opened the link and found that all her MS Office files were locked and needed to pay a ransom to retrieve those files. It was confirmed later on that she was subject to a ransomware attack. Subsequently, they took their complaint to the Financial Ombudsman Service, or otherwise known as FOS. FOS are responsible for reviewing complaints that are within their terms of reference. Given the nature of their complaint, FOS were happy to listen to Bill and Mary's concerns. After reviewing the case, FOS found that the financial advisor had not indicated to Bill and Mary that their financial losses could be magnified through the gearing strategy. Further, it was found that the financial advisor did not fully comply with the credit law requirements to make reasonable inquiries about their financial situation and their requirements, take reasonable steps to verify a consumer's financial situation, and finally, to make a preliminary assessment about their credit contract. Bill and Mary were awarded compensation of $35,000 for losses and damages. This one case study shows why this subject, BEX 2001, New Money and Life, will provide you with some important lifelong money and life lessons. Firstly, the need to provide specific, measurable, and achievable, realistic and time objectives is really important so you have something to work towards. Secondly, the strategies provided in this case study show why it's important to have a basic understanding of managed investments, which are effectively pooled shares, credit in the form of gearing to purchase some additional managed funds, and insurance. Also, the case study shows the investment time period will be heavily driven by the need for the funds. For the short-term horizon, perhaps conservative and balanced investments are sufficient, whereas a retirement objective, which can be up to 30 years away, is more appropriate to have aggressive funds. In this example, the funds needed for their children's education was a medium-term priority, so less aggressive investments were used than a long-term investment for retirement. Also, it's important to remember the various tax treatments for those investments and insurance. Bill and Mary would have received a tax deduction for the interest paid on the investment loan. Further, assuming the income protection was paid outside of superannuation, they would have also received a tax deduction for the premium paid. The strategy also allowed Bill and Mary to reduce their assessable income through the salary sacrificing of $100 per week each. This could be deemed a tax-effective strategy. The recommended insurance strategy also provided peace of mind in the event that Bill or Mary should become ill, disabled, or passed away. The only shortcoming of the advice provided was a failure to advise the client of the potential for magnified losses. The subject will also show you the importance of dispute mechanisms such as FOS that are available to you should you have any concerns about the financial advice you've received. The case study also shows that you need to be vigilant when it comes to cybersecurity. I hope you enjoy the semester and the subject and use it to the full advantage in the future. Best of luck.